Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Obi, the Obi Sports Talk Show. Breaking out the shades for this one here. I'm going to talk a little bit about sports here and everything that's going on, and it's been crazy. Baseball is in free swing of signing free agents and deciding who's going to manage their ball clubs and where things are going to go from here and with their teams. And already seeing a few minor signings right now, but the two big ones, Albert Pujols and Prince Fielder, are still out there. And right now, nobody seems to be having the edge on where they're going to go. Florida Marlins have talked to Pujols. Cardinals have opened up talks with Pujols. Jose Reyes might be headed to Florida. And that'll make it pretty interesting, because then what do you do with Haley Ramirez? Is he running out in Florida? Is Jose Reyes or Haley going to move to second, or one going to move to third base? That's still up for debate if Reyes goes to the Florida Marlins. Really, I don't think anybody really knows where he's even going to go right now, alone with Prince Fielder and Albert Pujols. I have a feeling one of them will stay with their current team. Not sure which one it will be, but if I had to speculate right now, I would say that Prince Fielder probably stays over Albert Pujols. I believe Albert Pujols is probably going to move on, and one of the teams he might end up with, in my opinion, is probably going to be the Chicago Cubs. I really don't see him going anywhere else at this point. So I think it's really come down to the Cubs or the Cardinals. But if Prince Fielder leaves Milwaukee, you could see Albert Pujols ship over to Milwaukee, so maybe that'd be a case scenario. But those are what I see right now. I don't think he's going to go to Florida. I don't think Florida has enough to entice him over there, and I don't think they got enough to win right now. That's my opinion. Other than that, there's really nothing going on in baseball. Basketball, they've canceled more basketball games, and that's a shame. But you know what? I think everybody's really sick of the NBA right now, and they could really care less what happens there. So just cancel the whole season, in my opinion. That's just what I think. I think we've had enough of this labor talks with the NBA. They can't reach an agreement, make the players suffer, and I feel bad for the guys that work the game, that like vendors and stuff like that. Ushers, they don't have a job, but maybe they could figure a way to compensate them for not being able to work this off season in the season of basketball. But as far as the players are concerned, maybe they'll send a message to these NBA players that it's not all about them. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Who knows? On to football news. Of course, we all know what happened at Penn State, and that is just a tragic situation. And may justice be done, and every single one of those people that's involved be punished. As far as Joe Paterno, his legacy has been ruined, tainted, whatever you want to say, and he's the only one to blame for that, because he didn't follow up on what things as well as he should have. I feel bad for him and all his, but it doesn't justify what he did. He should have personally went to the cops and not tried to bury it like everybody else did at Penn State. And hopefully every single person that's involved, whether they lied or didn't tell enough, that they are fully punished. And if their careers are tainted or ruined in any way, then that's just too bad. We're not above the law. Regardless of how much they were involved, they're all just as guilty as the next person, as the person that did it. It's sad that our society has come to that we allow those things to happen. And I mean, it's out there. We have to put a stop to it. We cannot act like we didn't see nothing and just let it go. That's just as wrong as anything else, and it just makes you sick even to think about it, and it just frustrates you that stuff like that happens. And that's just another whole topic that we'll try not to get into. But hopefully justice is done, and the ones that need to be punished are all punished, and these boys can get past what happened to them. May God deal with the situation. In other football news, Ohio State beat Florida last night in college basketball. It was a big win for them. It was a nice job by them to get the win. Really proud of them. They look good, and hopefully they can keep it up this season and give us an opportunity to forget about Ohio State football, because the football team really has been struggling all year and struggled again against Purdue in Purdue. And in my opinion, Purdue is a team that we should never lose to in football. And of late, we should even lose them in basketball. You know, not to take away anything from Purdue. Purdue's got a good program there, it looks like. But Ohio State is a better team than them. And we just didn't execute like we should have on offense, very good, or defense, very good. But you cannot miss extra points. I'm sorry. You get a field goal opportunity, and we'll get into the Browns in a minute about that too. You just can't have that happen. You know, you'd be better off getting a chop block penalty or a hold or something and backing it up 10 yards or 15 yards or whatever and trying it again than have a guy get through and possibly block an extra point. You know, and that's, to me, that's just unexcusable. That shouldn't happen. You know, I don't care what team you are or who your team is. You get a situation like that, extra points should become automatic. You know, there's so many times you see teams just messing up with the extra points, and that to me, or cheap shot field goals that should be automatic. There's no excuse for it. There really is not, in my opinion. And you know, you can argue with me about me if you don't agree with me, then that's fine. But hey, it just should not happen. Ohio State's got Penn State this weekend on Saturday at home. Be senior day. DeVar Pose will be back. I like the Buckeyes to rebound, but I think it'll be a dogfight. I think Penn State's going to be able to hang with them because Penn State's they got a little bit of something to prove, I think, still yet this year, and I really think that they're going to come out on fire. But I think Ohio State will come out on top. That'll probably be I'll say by 6. Ohio State will win by 6 over Penn State. Cleveland Browns, we'll touch on them for a little while here. It's just, with them, it was the same situation. You know, you get yourself in position to win. You got a chip shot field goal after you try to run the football and not really try to do play action or something or go to a different formation. You just kind of pound the football. You get a bad snap and you can't get the ball down, and then Dawson misses the field goal. You know, there's so many guys you could blame on that situation. But again, you cannot have that happen. You know, it shouldn't happen. I mean, it's unexcusable. You know, and I may not understand it because I'm not a professional football player or something. But I mean, come on, seriously? They're chip shots. Get a good snap, get a good hold, get it how the kicker likes it, and put the ball through. You'll get the win. I really don't have much positives with Browns against Jacksonville this upcoming weekend. I think their season just pretty much is done, and I look for them to get pounded. I think Jacksonville is going to create turnovers against us, and they're going to be able to stop us, and they're going to probably beat us by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Hopefully I'm wrong, because I like to see the Browns win, but I just don't see it happening. As far as my other team's looking good. Seattle had a big win against Baltimore, and hopefully Seattle can keep it up. I'm not sure who they play next, and hopefully the Tennessee Titans can pick it up a little bit too and keep it going. They're in a dogfight right now in their league, and Seattle's trying to make ground. Hopefully they can make the playoffs and whatnot. You know, I just thank you so much for everybody that listens to these shows, and tell your friends about them, and let's get them rocking and rolling. Let's get them some hits and get a lot of people to enjoy, get a lot of people to listen to these shows. You know, and if you like to, you know, feel free to leave comments and any questions that you may have for me and whatnot. And just a little side note here before I sign off. I really like to see the SEC teams lose. I'm going to admit, it was nice seeing Ohio State knock off Florida. It was good to see Alabama or LSU go down. Well, one of them go down, Alabama. I'd like to see LSU go down now. I think I'd rather see Alabama win than LSU. So hopefully maybe LSU can get knocked around a little bit and they can lose another game, whatnot. They can lose a game before the championship game and maybe get knocked out of the championship game. That would be nice, because I really can't stand the LSU Tigers or the Florida Gators. Thank you for listening to OBee Sports Talk Show. Please leave your comments, any questions you may have, and we'll try to get back to you, and just tell your friends. Thanks. Have a great one. This is OBee out.